Battle of the Groups Masters.
Okay,
Just
have a
bowled
great
up.
game and all the best.
Mercy Masande has won the ball, and he will have the off in this race to 11. Mercy, an up-and-coming star of the online darts scene, recently won the COVID series online over the winter, beating some top-name players, and has been prolific in the Fatal Darts and the official Lockdown Knockouts darts series. He was in the final one of those last night, unfortunately defeated last night, but he's got an incredible record recently, just trolling out competition wins. Chris's form probably less readily available. He plays in a lot of leagues online, including the VSL, who he's representing this evening. But his form in the VSL is absolutely incredible. Several hundred plus averages, has had a running average throughout of sort of 90 plus, which, given in a lot of those divisions he's not been pushed, is quite remarkable. Mercy pushed constantly in those competitions in official lockdown knockouts, the likes of Kevin McDine, Darren Johnson, Steve Hine, and Mercy's coming through and winning a significant number of those. So we're in for a real great game between them. Depending on what Chris here does, Mercy just that 45 opening has given Chris a sniff of breaking the throw early on, as he sticks 100 in to open up a small lead. But if Mercy can find a couple of trebles here, he'll still be well in control of the leg.
1040.
And he does. He finds a 140 to leave 120 to hold his throw. Chris will be looking to put some pressure on from this 216. It's a nice first start to going on over the top of, but he's slid into the
46.
And he only finds 46 to leave the big fish. So Mercy now well in control of this year opening leg. Finds the treble. Trying to get above that treble. He's had a bounce out, which is probably lucky because that would have been 120. So he has left tops. Chris with the 170 here to try and get an early break. And he's just above with that first dart. He looks to tidy up with two treble 19s, and he does. He leaves 36. Mercy looking at 40 for your opening leg.
Yeah, so it's in 3 dots.
And with two great markers, he finds it with the third dart to hold his throw. Both these players of the form online bound to be looking for sponsorship as lockdown comes to an end, whether that's through the WDF route or the PDC. Now, Mercy obviously does have a clean route to the PDC World Championship potentially available to him, with Devon Peterson so high in the order of merit now. Potentially, he could be looking at the South African qualifier as Chris piles in a 180 to open up your second leg. Chris, as we know, has played at the World Trophy and the BDO World Championships before, and with his averages, I'm sure as soon as the WDF competitions get off the ground, he'll be entering those. And then he's an obvious candidate for Q School next year. One of several players who gave it a miss this year. Q School was somewhat attritional this year with the 3 days and then the further 4 days.
180.
As he piles in a second 180, Chris Gilliland here in the second leg is on a 9-dart finish. And frankly, this leg at the moment just looks like a question of whether Chris can finish the 141. Mercy not finding a treble in his first 6 darts, so Chris in significant control of the leg. Can he find this finish? He's just below with the first dart, but he has found 105 to leave 36 after 9 darts. An incredible second leg from Chris Gilliland. And Mercy just looking to keep his arm flowing, seemingly ready for the next leg. And that's a good 137. But Chris seems to have all the time in the world to stick this leg away and move on to the third.
Check in 1.
And he takes it out in 1 dart. A brilliant 10-dart leg there. Brings us level in your semi-final. Mercy in this representing Ockiholics, the brainchild of mostly Aces Kennedy, doing a lot of stuff for fundraising at the moment. Have stepped back a little bit from the battle of the groups, but are still doing a lot of fundraising. They've got a lot of youth leagues, a significant youth program, and what they're doing is really good for the youth darts. They've got significant safeguarding in place, and they are making sure that these young players can keep going through the lockdown period. And fair play to them for that.
137.
Very tight. 100.
Waiting for a first call.
Oh, what happened there?
I don't
It's
know.
yeah, everything's back in sync, I think. Just a small technical glitch with the scores there. Chris's internet on a bit of a go slow.
Sorry, hang on. That's wrong. That's wrong. Hang on. Play your score and I change this one and out. Go ahead.
Okay.
Think we're just about there.
Come on. 43.
Only 43 from Mercy, so Chris will look to put a big score in here. Try and seize control of this leg.
Hang on, I need to change it. Hang on. I'll just delete that. Hang on.
Still some slight
Change the
issues with
second
the
score.
scoring, seemingly.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's it now.
I'm not really
Okay.
sure. There we go. That was the 82 gone in.
59.
Only 59, so Mercy retains the opportunity with a treble or two here to keep control of his throw.
$59.
Not quite found his range on the treble 20 yet, and Chris will look to jump on that again. After failing the last time, he's got another look in, but that's a bad dart for Chris. That's two bad darts for Chris above the trebles.
58.
And he can only find 58. Above the treble is not good with the live Chris's darts with those slim flights. It does prevent him from scoring on the treble.
54.
As Mercy only finds 54, not leaving a finish. A bit of questionable counting there with that 19 last start when an 18 would have left a finish.
100.
And that 100 from Chris is going to give him a very manageable 102 finish when he comes back. Mercy needs to find a couple of trebles here. Try and leave a single darter. He's found one treble 19. That's a brilliant third dart for the 134, leaving double 16. Chris will be at treble 20 first for this 102, I'm sure. He's high on that, so it'll be below 14s. At the 14s, he's not hit it. He's in treble 12 with the last dart, so he gets 86 to leave 16. It's a good dart. Mercy looking at 32.
Yeah, short in one.
Which he takes in one dart. A good turnaround at the end of the leg there. Mercy holds his throw.
70, by the way, not 86. Oh, no.
2-1 to Mercy, and we remain on throwing this year race to 11 for a place in the Battle of the Groups final to take on Liam Bradley.
$180.
Again, Chris opens up on his throw with 180. He's third of the game in the early stages. He'll be looking to hit some of those against the throw, though. Much as they make these legs more comfortable, Chris is going to need to break the throw to win this match. And he will need those 180s against the darts at some point, with Mercy able to find two trebles at the right point in legs.
100.
And Mercy responds with 100 to open the leg.
125.
125 there from Chris. Consolidates his score. Liam Bradley last night came through a comfortable 11-3 win in his semi-final against David Lammy. David didn't do a lot wrong, averaging 82, 1400s, 10 140s and a 180. But Liam, 23 tons, 9 140s, and it was in the first 9 darts where he won the game. A high 97 average meant that David was just so often having to hit big scores towards the end of the leg or big finishes, and he just couldn't do that consistently. So Liam comfortably through to the final there, ending with an 88.52 average. We appear to be having some more slight technical problems with your scoring. Can't enjoy. It's brilliant when it works, and when it doesn't work, it is not.
No? Anybody there?
No. Yeah, I'm here.
Your score's not coming up on this side. It hasn't registered.
It
Yeah, it's registered. I don't know.
It hasn't registered.
I just
If it
refreshed
hasn't
my
registered,
app now.
Hang on, I'll hit refresh here and see.
Yeah, seems that Chris has lost the knacker score and it's dropped out.
Oh,
So
it's the internet, I don't know.
hopefully if it is refreshed, the score will come across so you can put this 125 in. And
Yep.
we're back on the scoring. Knacker not always fantastic in these.
No, it's okay.
It seems to work seamlessly in the tournament mode. But Knacker on the online system where you find one another is not fantastic. As Mercy finds a 97 there, as we try and get back to your darts.
57.
57 for Chris, leaves 139, which is an interesting leave. Possibly not what he intended to leave.
58.
Mercy only finds 58. So it won't bother Chris that he's left. He'll look to try and take the 139 out, obviously, but he'll look to tidy it up quite nicely as well.
99.
Which he does with a 99. To leave tops, and he will be back for that. Got at least 3 darts, and it could be more depending on what Mercy does from his 246.
$137.
Good touch.
Mercy finds another 137. He's hit a lot of those already in this game, brings him down to 109. So Chris will need to look to try and take this 40 out.
Checking.
And he does cleanly in 1 dart. So he's held throwing 10 and 13 darts so far. Incredibly difficult for Mercy to break the throw with that. He'd have so far had to go out in 9 and 12. So realistically, Chris has had a greater chance of breaking the throw, but he has just stumbled when he's needed those big darts on Mercy's throw, but he's been able to find them on his own throw. And he'll be hoping to find some big darts, and he's put 2 in the treble here.
180.
He finds another 180 opening to a leg. All the darts seemingly on a pinhead there over to the left-hand side of the treble 20.
100.
And Mercy finds 100 in response. So Chris has prized the door open in this 5th leg to try and take the break, but he'll need some more trebles. Mercy started well.
96.
And he does consolidate that with that 96. So it's safe to say Chris has stolen the throw in this your 5th leg. And Mercy's going to need a big score to get himself back in the leg.
131.
And that 131 leaves a finish, so he's definitely in the leg. He's going to get a poke at that 170 regardless of what Chris does from this 225, and he's high again on that 20. Looks like he's got in underneath it.
97.
He's looking for the outer ball to leave the 120. He's hit 97, so it leaves 128, so it is only a 1 treble finish for him.
124.
Oh, okay, good effort.
As Mercy finds a lucky miss going for the ball, nearly took the 170 out. Chris has hit 18, he'll look for the treble, he's above it, and he's going to struggle to get in that 18, so be it ball, and he does. gets 88 to leave 40, so Mercy's going to have to take this 46 out to hold his throw.
Yeah, 46 in 2 dots.
Good.
And he takes it out in 2 darts, squeaks in the edge of the 14, and then in the middle of the double 16 to hold his throw. Fantastic effort there, given how Chris started that leg. And we remain on throw.
95.
Like it could have been more that. Chris opens up with 95.
93.
Mercy finds 93 in response. Another good switch on to the treble 18.
$81.
Only 81 from Chris. Mercy's scored as the bulk of those trebles have been on the 19 and the 18 so far. He's found his range better on those than the treble 20 up to now. As I say that, he carves 2 treble 20s in and hits a 139 to seize control of your 6th leg.
$180.
As Chris puts in another max to take it back, Mercy looked like he'd priced some control in that leg, but that 180 puts Mercy on the back foot again.
59.
And Chris is going to get at least 6 darts at this 145.
Check in 3.
Which he takes out. Treble 20, treble 15, double top. Fantastic 145 finish, meaning that Chris Gilliland on his throw has now gone out in 10, 13 and 12. So Mercy would have needed 2 9-darters to stand a break of throwing 2 of those legs. Quite remarkable throwing on the throw.
Good.
And Mercy himself is finding some big scores, another 140. And if we continue as we are doing, Mercy's going to win this game 11-10 because nobody's going to break the throw.
140.
As Chris responds in kind with a 140, first 2 in and just landing the 3rd one on top of the treble.
59.
Only 59 from Mercy, so Chris will want to jump on that and he'll want one of these 2 treble visits. Hasn't been able to do it so far against the darts. And he's above the treble with that first again.
96.
Finds 96, but he would have wanted more. 2 trebles would have given him some real control in the leg. As it is, another all-time visit from Mercy will seize it back.
Ton 40.
And he finds a ton 40 to bring him down to 162. Would have. This is where the slight inexperience of Mercy comes in, I guess. More seasoned player may well have looked at opening up on the 18s with that 302. He's left 162, and Chris with that 133 means he's definitely going to get a go at this 132. Mercy really should have been with 2 treble 20s looking at a finish here. As it is, he's looking to put pressure on.
130.
And he has done that. He finds the 130. And it leaves Chris with a go at 132 to break the leg rather than him being able to lay up.
$92.
Good effort there. He found ball with the first, second one just beneath, but he has left 40, so there is some pressure on this 32. It's in the middle of the double in 1 again. Mercy absolutely brutal on this double 16 up to now. No question about that. He holds his throw 7 legs in, and the only attempts at breaking the throw have been at big checkouts so far. Nobody's really had a dart at a double.
$100.
Chris manages to sneak that last out in the treble 20 for the 100. That was really important there. It looked like he was going to open up with a 60, and Mercy so far has jumped all over anything.
180.
He jumps all over the 100 with that 180, so it's the first leg where Chris hasn't opened up with a 180 on his darts, and Mercy's jumped all over that. Drift into the treble 5 from Chris.
135.
Corrects it to find a 135, so he's still well in the leg on throw. What can Mercy do to try and drive home the small advantage he's gained from that 180.
99.
99, so he's still got a little lead in the leg. And Chris will look to leave a finish. Back down in 19s, I think, here. We only
58.
found 58. Mercy with a single treble can leave a finish. He'll look to find a couple and put some real pressure on Chris Gilliland here.
54.
54, and unfortunately that's some more questionable maths from Mercy there, as he's given Chris basically 6 darts from 208, where really he should have been leaving a finish, and that's something that Mercy's going to have to work on, especially if he's going to go to the Q School PDC qualifiers, because in online darts he's often going to get 3 more darts. In the real world at Q School, there'll be many people who will tell you you just don't get that at Q School. You get goes at these big finishes, and sometimes you're left in a position where you have to hit them. And at the moment, Mercy's not giving himself the opportunity to hit them, and that 58 there means he's only left 110.
Uh, 90.
As Chris finds 90 to leave 60, so Mercy looking at this 110, and probably it's going to have to go to break the throw.
58.
Which doesn't, so Chris with 60 to hold his throw.
Yes. 40.
And he's low on that double 10, nearer the double 15 probably, and Mercy's going to get probably 2 darts at his favoured double 16 here to break the throw. And he's in in first dart again. So, and crucially, with Mercy having the throw, that leaves Chris Gilliland needing a break to get back on throw and needing a break to win the match. So now he needs 2 breaks of throw, and frankly, he's not threatened to do that up to now. All the big scorings come on his own darts.
81.
Mercy opens up with 81. Mercy's been really good at finding 2 trebles at the point where he really needs them. Probably got away with that leg really, with Chris missing those 2 darts, one at tops and one at double 10. And he took full advantage. Mercy's not missed a dart double 16 yet in this game. And every dart's practically been in the same part of the double. It's almost metronomic. As he finds yet another one of those 137s. Mercy's tongue count on Knacker's going to be through the roof, but those 137s are equally as damaging as 140s from Gilliland's point of view.
140.
He responds in kind with a 140 there.
Ton.
As Mercy finds a ton to leave 183. Chris will want at least a ton here. Ideally want a couple, but that's killed his scoring again above the treble 20. Looks like he might have nicked one to the side.
100.
And he'd managed to get in the corner just next to the 5. There was no real ideal switch, so he had to sort of plough on with it, and he's managed to find a treble.
59.
And that 59 from Mercy, he would have hoped to leave 183 tidier than that, and Chris will look to hit at least 1 treble here. And again, he's above the treble 20, and he can't get under it this time.
60.
That's just a straight 60. So Mercy, 1-2-4 here to hold the throw and consolidate the break.
Come on. 58.
Some audible frustration there. 58 from Mercy, not sure about the switch to the 20s with the last dart. It looked like the dart was sat up nicely in the 18 for him to follow it through to leave 32. Strange
49.
choice of switch, but Chris can't find the treble he needed to get a go at double either. And Mercy's going to get a go at this 66. He's gone bull to try and leave that double 16 again. He's hit the 9,
34.
but he's missed the double 16 shot. So Chris Gilliland looking at 52 to take that break straight back. Having gone several legs with nobody really looking like breaking at all, it looks like we could have back-to-back, which we do with that 2-dart 52 finish. And we are back on throw in this year's semi-final with Mercy Masande leading by 5 legs to 4, representing Knockaholics. against Chris Gilliland from the VSL 18. Straight 60 from Chris there to open the leg up. Mercy's below the 20, and much in the way when Chris is above it kills his scoring.
57.
Going below the treble kills Mercy's. His darts stand up in the way that sort of I suppose Devon Divenbode's darts might stand up, or Gary Anderson's.
100.
Chris, very much in the vein of your classic stacking dart, possibly a bit more of a Barney angle than a Phil Taylor, but he fires in yet another 180 there.
134.
And Mercy finds another 134. Chris Gilliland has got a remarkable 6 180s in this match already, and we're only partway through the 10th leg. The problem for Chris has been that the vast bulk of those, I think 5 at least, have come on his own darts. So the legs he's hit on his own darts are absolutely remarkable, but he's struggled to break the throw. And you can sort of see that in the averages. Chris's first 9 dart average is running at 112.63 to Mercy's 95, and his overall average is running at 102 to 91. But Chris has hit some remarkable legs on his throw, and Mercy doesn't need to play well on Chris's throw because he won the pull at the start, so he just needs to keep holding his throw.
59.
And Chris's troubles have deserted him a little bit in this leg, apart from the 180, and Mercy's going to get a go at the 170, and he's in that treble 19 again to tidy it up, and remarkably that's another 134. So he leaves 36, and suddenly Chris has got to take out 147 to avoid us having a third consecutive break of throw.
93.
A good 93, but he never threatened to hit the 147, so Mercy with 36 for another break.
Come on. Yeah, 36 in 3 darts.
And he hit it with that last dart, and what you call a good miss on the double 18 there, snatched it down into the 4, but obviously left his preferred 32. And he breaks to take a 6-4 lead in your semi-final.
Come on, Mercy. 59.
Only 59. To come back to Mercy in the counting, it's, I guess, when he's playing as well as he is, and he's won so many big tournaments and so many money competitions recently, I guess you're getting into the realms of looking at his game in marginal gains, really. Where can he gain? Because his scoring's very strong, his finishing's very good, and the only place where he's probably losing out, based on the evidence we've seen so far in this game, is where he's around the 300 to 260 mark. And there's some questionable counting that's meaning that he's maybe not leaving a big finish, which actually is something he's perfectly capable of taking out. So he's potentially losing darts in legs, giving his opponent an extra visit where he doesn't need to. And that's probably where he needs to work on it. But a good 127 there. Not sure about the logic of the ball switch last dart. Guess it would have been 102 otherwise, which would have tidied up nicely.
25.
Good 125 from Chris Gilliland there, as he looks to take a break back straight away, and he's left 136 after 9.
137.
But Mercy's been incredible on that 19 switch through this game, whether it's for 134s or 137s. He's found another one to leave 78, and Chris suddenly in the realms of having to take this 136 out again.
48.
But the problem is that dart goes over the treble 19, and Chris needed the treble 19, but really he needed a switch. But there is no logical switch, and he's found the treble 3.
58.
Mercy's just under, so Chris would have hoped to give himself something more achievable than 88. He should be able to take this out. He's probably going to be looking at the bull for it, and he can't find it. So Mercy Masande now looking to take a 3-leg lead in your semi-final with double 10. Shot above the double 10, and he can't find the double 4. So Chris has got an unexpected break opportunity here. He'll look to take out this 25 cleanly.
Checking 2.
And he does cleans the whistle. Preferred route many players currently.
Yeah.
And Chris finds it cleanly. Get us back on throw. 6-5 to Mercy.
$140.
That's a good 140 from Chris. And we've reached the point in the game now where before obviously he needs the scoring on Mercy's story, now probably needs it on both, because breaks at this stage of the game from Mercy are just pushing him nearer to that finish line all the time. So Chris could really do here to get it back to 6-all and have a good start on Mercy's throw and really ask that question.
135.
As he backs up the 140 with a 135.
$99.
Mercy with 99 there. Can't find the treble 19 this time round. Remarkable number of 137s. I wish I could have a 137 count, because Mercy's would be unbelievable.
135.
As Chris finds another 135. Now Mercy really should be at the 19s with the first start.
$136.
Which he manages to do. That's some. So it's obviously that some of the numbers Mercy is aware, and some numbers he's maybe not as aware as he could be. But it's a good 136 to leave 170 there.
51.
And Chris there, treble 17, preferred route for top players. They back themselves to a treble, but Mercy bags this 170. He will regret not going for the treble, the bullseye route on the 91. Just a little delay on Naka there.
$89.
Mercy switches to hit 89. Chris with 48 to bring us back level at 6-all in this semi-final.
Checking 2.
Which he does. With the way that Chris's darts lie, that's an excellent dart to get under there, especially at the angle that he's managed to get under there. So moving to your 13th leg, and nothing between the players. In terms of your averages, Mercy's pushed his first 9 dart average onto 98, but Chris Gilliland's pushed his onto 115, and still tracking at above 100 for the match. A remarkable standard, but Mercy, with the timing of his visits, is sticking with him with his 91.85.
121.
As Chris fires in a 2 treble visit to open the leg on the back of Mercy's 95.
47.
And that's a bad slip for Masande. There's not been many of those, but that 47 really does open the door in this leg. But Chris, again, with the door opened, is above that treble 20.
59.
And it's a desperate situation for Chris where he's above the treble 20. He simply can't get in to get his scoring going. That first start, he's relying on being in the middle or somewhere near the bottom wire. But Mercy's again, a second trebleless visit, leaves the door open, but can Chris come through this time? It looks like he's found 2 treble 20s.
140.
That's a really good 140 to take control of the leg as he looks to take the lead for the first time in the semi-final.
85.
It's another slip from Mercy into the 5. So Chris is going to get at least 6 darts at 181. You would hope that he will want to tidy this up down to a 2-darter. He won't want a 60.
60.
And that's exactly what he's got. So he's only left 121, and another of these well-timed 2 treble visits from Mercy Masande will give him a real sniff in the leg again. It looks like he's drifted into the 1s.
48.
And only found 48. So he has left a finish, but it's a big one. And Chris will still fancy he's going to get 6 darts at this 1-2-1. Which way will he go? Going for the bullseye. And he's found the treble 20, leaves double 18,
85.
just above. So Mercy's going to get a go at the 167, and it's a big ask to hold the throw. below. Look to tidy up.
97.
97. So Chris Gilliland back with 3 clean darts with double 18 to take a 7-6 lead and get that critical break of throw, which he does in the middle of the double 18 with the first dart. Couldn't be more central in the bed. And he takes a 7-6 lead. Average has just dipped below 100 for the first time in this match, but 99.86 over 13 legs is a quite incredible standard, and Chris has been doing this on a regular basis.
140.
As he opens up with a 140. Mercy's just slipped off to 8, just below 90, but we know how well timed his visits can be, and there's nothing to say that he won't be able to win this match with a 90 average, but he's going to need to keep timing those visits, which over the last couple of legs have not quite come when he would have wanted.
100.
As Chris backs up his 140 with 100. So Mercy's going to need at least a 140 here to sort of drag himself back into the leg. Or one of those 134s would help.
128.
Mine's 128 instead. That's very good darts. Excellent switching again from Mercy.
180.
Chris fires in his 7th of the match. And if he carries on like this on his own throw,
134.
to get back in. He's found another one of those 134s, but Chris is still going to get 6 darts at 81.
Checking 2.
Which he fires in 2 darts. Fantastic 11 dart leg to hold throw and take an 8-6 lead in your semi-final.
$180.
Right.
180 to start the leg from Mercy Masande there. His second of the match, as Chris's 13 darter there pushed him, 11 darter just pushed him back above the 100 average at 101.88. A remarkable first 9, 116.52.
139.
Unlucky there, Mercy on the switch, looking to leave the 9 darter in the semi-final. Just missing out on that treble 19. Must have been a funny angle on the 20s.
45.
And that 45 from Chris means that Mercy will probably just look to tidy this up in 6 darts and move on to the next leg and try and get that break of throw back.
162.
Super dart.
That's a fantastic 162 to leave us on for a second potential 10 darter of your semi-final.
100.
Chris finds 100. Mercy Masande looking at 20 for a 10 dart leg,
Yeah, so it's in one dart.
which he takes in 1 dart. 2 10 darters here in your semi-final. Fantastic standard. As Mercy's pushed his first 9 dart average above 100 as well, and his average is back up at 93, and Chris at 101. A remarkable standard. 12 140s between them, 9 180s, 42 ton plus scores, and many of those ton plus scores being 134s and 137s from Mercy Masande. The number of straight tons in this match from Mercy has been few and far between. Most of those have come from Chris Gilliland.
77.
Fantastic 177. That treble 19 switch has kept Mercy in this game. He has started to find the treble 20 with more regularity, but early on, when he didn't have the range, those 134s kept Mercy in this match, and he's still got a significant chance of being the first to 11. As Chris puts in 100 there to bring himself down to 261.
139.
Lucky again there on that switch. Could have left himself on the 9 darter for the second consecutive leg, but it's a brilliant 139 to bring him down to 185. And Chris Gilliland needs a treble.
45.
Doesn't get one, and he's drifted into the 5s as well. Only leaves 216, and Mercy's got 6 darts from 185 to get us back on throw.
90.
And he takes the bull for a 90 to leave 95. And if he puts us back on throw here, we've gone through all of this at a brilliant standard to play a game of best of 5 for a place in your final.
95.
Chris with a 95 there to leave 1-2-1. Mercy will look to take out this 95. He won't want to give Chris a poke at the 1-2-1 if he can avoid it.
85.
He's just on the wire with that double 5. Fantastic effort, but just not quite down enough. And Chris will look for the 1-2-1. Now, will he go the bull route? He doesn't this time. With Mercy near and on a finish. He needs that treble 17. He's not found it. He's miles away. And that 57 means that Mercy's going to get another 3 darts at this double 5.
Yeah, short in 2 outs.
And he split it 2-4. Good tidy finish. And we move to 8 all in this race to 11. And this game really coming to a fantastic climax now. As Ebden flowed, it looked like Mercy was going to run away with it at one point when he moved several legs ahead, but Chris pulled it back, broke the darts, and got himself in a position where if he'd held through, he would have won the match. Mercy came straight back and broke him again for that 8-8.
100.
100 from Chris Gilliland. So these players are pretty much level pegging in this your 17th leg.
57.
Ah, 60.
60 from Chris Gilliland. It's been an incredible standards game, but it's also been a game where whenever players look like getting on top, that's when the trebles have deserted them and the other player has come roaring back. As Mercy finds a 180 there to leave 165. Couldn't leave a finish from 3-4-5, but he's done the absolute best thing he could have done other than leaving one by leaving the 165. A ton from Chris Gilliland's not really enough there, and Mercy will be probably looking to leave. Minimum of a 2 darter. Be at bull with this last one, I think.
85.
No. He's gone on treble 15. 85 leaves 80.
97.
97 leaves 144. Mercy, with the way his darts lay, is going to have to be careful going this 80 and really want the treble 20 with the first. That would be ideal. He's going to struggle to get over those two.
40.
And he's pushed it high, so Chris will get a look at the 144. And drifted low with that second dart. But he finds the 128 to leave 16. Mercy with 40 to take the lead.
Come on. Yeah, short in 3 dots.
He's managed to find in 3 darts, 20, double 6, double 4. That's the second time he's drifted into the double 6, and this time he's found the double 4 with the first dart to take a 9-8 lead. What's significant here is Mercy sustaining his average at just above 93 at 93.54. Chris has just slipped off slightly to 99.9. More significantly, just lost a little bit of that scoring up the front end of the leg down to 111, while Mercy's pushed on to 103. Which is a really good effort.
Oh, 81.
Mercy finds 81 now with the first swing.
139.
139 there from Chris Gilliland as he looks to hold throw here and take us to 9 all in your race to 11.
93.
92.
Chris there looking at the 18s on the first visit to try and leave 170, but couldn't find the treble 20 with the last start.
97.
Good 97 from Mercy, drops him down to 230. And Chris will be looking to go out in 6 from 210, same as Mercy will look to go from 6 from the 230. Whoever can do that will probably take this leg.
75.
Unfortunate drift with that last start leaves Chris with a very manageable 135, but he would have hoped with that treble 18 to find another one.
Oh, 60.
Mercy with just a straight 60 though, so he's got away with it as Chris. And he'll look to take out the 135 ideally. He won't want to give Mercy a go at the 170. It's the kind of thing he's threatened to take out.
70.
70 from Chris leaves 65. Going to need a third outer bull on the spin to leave tops if he gets another go. Mercy already missed bull for the 170 once in this match.
Oh, turn 34.
Doesn't get a go this time, but another 134. Countless 134s in this match from Mercy Masande. Chris Gilliland's slipped and
39. 41.
found the treble 13, but could not find the double 12. So Mercy Masande is going to get 3 clean darts at 36 to give himself a chance to throw for the match.
Yeah, show what's in one, mate.
He's hit it in one dart, takes a 10-8 lead.
We're playing first 2.
11.
Oh, 11.
Slightly amusing moment. I think Mercy thought he'd reached the finishing line with that 10. It's first to 11 legs, and he needs to hold his throw once more.
60.
And what's noticeable is this: Chris Gilliland's running a fantastic 98 average, but what's happened is, obviously, he was running at 102, and as he's slipped to 98, Mercy stayed steady at 93, and that's making the difference at the moment.
125.
So Chris finds a crucial 125 as he seeks the break of throw here that he needs to keep this game alive. Mercy Masande throwing for a place in your Battle of the Groups
59.
Masters final. But he's had 2 visits where he's come up dry for a treble, and Chris is already 6 ahead plus these, and a break of throw already looks likely.
100.
He finds 100. Mercy needs to find some trebles to get himself back in the leg.
57.
And that's 9 darts without a treble. Remarkable, really. He lifted that score in the first 9 so much over the last few legs. As Chris just barrels his way into the treble 20 again.
180.
He finds a max. What a remarkable leg to produce when your opponent's throwing for the match. He leaves 96 after 9. Mercy Masande way back on 325.
99.
99 is not going to help him at this stage. Chris with 6 darts at 96 and seemingly is going to get a chance to take us to a final leg.
80.
Finds 80, he won't worry too much about missing that double. All Mercy can do here is try and pile some pressure on, but frankly from 226 he needs a 180.
59.
Another troubleless visit, that's 4 in the leg. And Chris has got 3 darts at this 16.
Smashing.
Missed it.
Yeah.
So Mercy's going to get a go at this 167 to get a place in your final and move through to face Liam Bradley in your final. And he's
Oh. 130.
gone incredibly close. He's gone in the 13 with the last. He did have a go at bull to win the match. And Chris Gilliland straight in that double 4. So Chris in a position now where he needs to hold his throw to take us to a deciding leg in this race to 11. What a fantastic game we've had here. Chris Gilliland, 8 180s, 8 140 pluses, 27 tons. A 145 check and a 10 darter, 98 average. Masande,
96.
92 average, 3 180s, also with a 10 darter, 6 140s, 25 tons. Very little to separate these players over such a long distance.
Ton 40.
As Mercy finds a ton 40. You won't want to play a 21st and final leg. Chris has to, he's got no option. Mercy will not want to. And Chris Gilliland opened up with 96 and he's come up dry on the treble there. Mercy now only 16 behind before he throws these darts.
100.
And he finds 100. So he has stolen the throw here. Chris is going to have to find some trebles to take it to that 21st and deciding leg and to keep open his chances of getting to the Battle of the Groups Masters final. 97 helps, but Mercy will still be looking here to put in a couple of trebles and try to take control.
91.
Another good switch on that 17s. Been brilliant on the 17s and 19s, Mercy. Arguably more zoned in on those two trebles than the treble 20 through this game. They really have kept him in it.
55.
That 55 from Chris isn't enough. Mercy doesn't need the 170. He doesn't have to take it out. But he could. He's switching again, looking for that 134.
64.
Just in the single this time, so he's left 60. He's hit 64 to leave 106. So Chris needs a big visit here.
96.
And 96 helps. It tidies it up down to 97, but Mercy with 106 here for a place in your final. Can't find either of those trebles. He'll look to tidy it up. He's bought that treble 20, which he'd be looking for with the last start.
Oh, 74.
Fantastic treble 12 there, off the 68 to leave 32, which has been lethal on in this game. And Chris now has to take this 97. He has to. Can't find the trebles. 257, Mercy Masande, 3 darts here to take a place in the Battle of the Groups Masters final.
Yeah, short in 1.
And he does. Mercy Masande again with that double 16. Takes a place in your Masters final. Finishing with a 92.58 average to Chris's 96.89. 92.59 with that double 16. I'm sorry. Chris Gilliland, 8 180s, 8 140s, but Mercy Masande able to defy all of that. A 10 dart leg of his own, 3 180s, a 92.59 average, a first 9 that ended up above 100, and he moves through to your final. A fantastic effort, a fantastic semi-final, and we'll see if Mercy can take out Liam Bradley to win your Battle of the Groups Masters. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you all later.